Hello, it's Deanne Munoz, and welcome to Sacred Soul Talk. We are in season 1, we think episode 11. Oh, you know what? Let's look it up.
Tell you right now.
Okay, just so you guys know, there's 7 planets in retrograde. I'm PMSing, and I'm being difficult for my brother here. My brother directs it, does audio and lighting and camera. And oh, I don't even know. Episode, yeah, you're right. Episode 11. Wow, you guys, so it goes to the 12, right? Woohoo, we're almost at season 2. Yay. Okay. I'm going to show you right now how I shift my energy, how I change my focus from frustration, PMSing, wanting to control, worried about what I look like versus releasing ego, releasing pride, dropping into my heart, dropping back into love so that I can be of service today, so that I can serve. There's 2 different contexts. Okay, so first, what we're going to do is we're going to burn some Palo Santo. What is Palo Santo? Palo Santo is basically like a palo. In Spanish, it's called stick. It's like a branch. That I don't know. The Aztecs or the Mexicans decided one day if you burn it, it'll get rid of the cucuys. Okay, no. So Palo Santo is meant to clear your energy space, but Palo Santo is deeper, goes deeper into your body versus sage. Sage just clears the energy around you. Palo Santo actually goes into your heart and soul and helps to cleanse not only your surrounding areas, but your own body and soul. And I'm sure all this smoke is going to be great for the cameras. It's going to be all blurry now. Okay. Okay, we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're going to release anything heavy. We're going to release anything that is not serving us, any stress, any anxiety. We release it, release it, release it. We're going to take a deep breath in. Breathe out. We're going to breathe out any low vibrations, any negative thoughts, any negative beliefs, anything heavy in our shoulders and our face and our hands and our arms and our legs and our feet. I'm just going to let it go. Okay, we're going to take another deep breath in. Breathe in love, light, peace, tranquility. Hold it. Breathe out. Release any negativity, any heaviness. Drop into your heart. Drop back into your body. Be present. Sound moves energy. Okay, I'm not sure this is going to be kind of loud for the mics. I'm going to try to do it not as loud as possible. We're going to do 3 rings. We're going to reset our energies, our mind, our vibrational frequencies. Sound emits a frequency. And when we hit the 432 Schumann resonance, it literally recalibrates your cells, your protons, your nucleus, everything in your body. literally resets back to the day you were born, like just the natural state of love. And love actually has a frequency, and love is also the frequency for 32 hertz, in case you didn't know that. And you can alter your state through sound. We're just going to reset. It's as simple as taking 3, 4 minutes out of your day to reset, to shift, to reset. I guess it's the word. It's some fancy word I'm not thinking of right now. I'm really relaxed. You can shift your frequency, shift your mood anytime you choose to. And I choose to be here in an open heart as service. I remove me out of the equation so that I can show up for you. Okay. I bet you guys want to hit the chimes. I don't know. If I saw somebody doing chimes, I know I would want to hit them. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start out with a little intentional prayer. If you don't pray, just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is called Florida water. It's also an intention. Everything's intentions. It's to clear and release any negativity that's in your body. You put it in your hands and you just literally it's like washing your hands of anything that's heavy, anything that's no longer serving us. Okay, so we're going to drop into a prayer, a manifestation. Dear Divine, dear Spirit, dear God, dear Holy Spirit, dear ancestors, dear Spirit team, I call in my ancestors only of the highest light. I call in my spirit team. I call in my future self 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now. I call in my angelic protectors that are out there. Right now, we welcome you into this space. And for the next hour, I ask that you remove me from this equation, from the message, that I may serve, that I may lead, that I may guide, that I may give a message that's going to touch, move, and inspire lives. I pray and I ask that you use me as a pen writing the world a love letter. Allow messages to come channeling through that are of the highest light, of love, of transformation, of breakthroughs. I pray for breakthroughs today during this podcast. I pray that you hear what you need to hear, that you are going to take what resonates, what doesn't resonate, just leave it. It's not your message. This is a collective message. That means it is also a timeless message. It is available forever for the rest of our lives here on YouTube. So not only is today going to be an important day, but the moment you watch this, whether it's today, next week, next month, next year, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. There's an exact moment. Time doesn't exist. You are hearing this message when you are meant to hear it. And remember, there's no coincidences in life. You are divinely led, you are divinely guided through spirit and your future selves to hear the message that's going to come through today. I don't even know what it is. We're just going to flow. Where this goes, it's going to go. I'm led by spirit, not by myself. And here we go. Okay, we're going to start out with an oracle message from spirit. We are going to ask our future selves 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now to come in, to guide, to direct. Give us a powerful message. If you've been praying about something, if you've been seeking direction, there's no coincidence that you're here today. Spirit wants you to win. Spirit wants you to up level. Spirit wants you to listen. You are being divinely guided. I'm being told that you are having dreams, that you are seeing numbers, you are hearing music, you are seeing photos. Spirit is also telling me to tell you, stop saying that there's synchronicities going on, that things are coincidences. Spirit's literally like, boom, boom, dum, dum, dum. This is me speaking to you. So stop with the, well, that was a coincidence, or, oh my God, what's the chances of that happening? We're in a time right now where spirit, the veil between the spirit world and our world is so thin. And spirit, your future self is always directing your path today. Always directing your paths. You're going to find that when I look to the left or I look to the right, I'm getting messages. I'm getting downloads from spirit. I am a clairvoyant. That means I feel things. I see things. I don't need cards for those. I do cards, so whatever messages come up here, you guys can understand it and read it. So anytime you see me searching to the left, to the right, it's because I'm seeing and hearing a message coming through for you. We call them downloads. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. So those are the 3 cards we're going to pick, guys. Okay, so the fact that these fell and we are in 7 planets retrograde, it's already letting me know that this was very powerful. Maybe you've fallen lately. So what I'm hearing and seeing is maybe you've been tripping a lot. Maybe you've been dropping things. Maybe something big's going to fall. Pay attention. These are all signs. These are all signs from spirit. What's going on at the moment? What are you focusing on? Who are you with at that moment? What is going on for you? Ah, voila. Exactly the message I just got right now. First card says, rock bottom. Must persevere and face life head on. You're going to master situations that challenge you. Learn to push the boundaries of life. So rock bottom, what did I literally just say? When these cards fell to the bottom, what did I say? I literally was like, okay, something is falling, like something's going to be, things are going to be breaking down. Everything is part of transitioning. Everything is part of transformation. Every breakdown is a setup. Wait, every breakdown? With every breakdown comes a break. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. With every breakdown comes a breakthrough. With every setback It's really a setup. Oh, my eyelashes are falling. Oh my goodness. Okay. With every breakdown is really Oh Lord. Okay, you guys.
On constant car, you can always ask anything you
What
want.
you
Go
know
ahead.
what I'm getting? Because this is like really funny, and we call people's ancestors in. So when I'm praying, I'm also calling in your ancestors, your loved ones who have passed. So the fact that I'm being super giggly right now, maybe you have an ancestor or someone who's passed who's like a jokester, who is always laughing. And they're coming through right now. I feel like there's a lot of maybe like a, yeah. So if you have somebody that passed recently, maybe, not even maybe, I'm not going to say maybe, somebody that passed recently was a funny person and they told a lot of jokes. So if you're watching this right now, they're coming through right now, and they see you, that there's something going on in your life, that you've hit rock bottom. There's an area of your life where everything is breaking down. Every breakdown is leading you to your breakthrough. Every setback is really setting you up. I'm not sure who's at a rock bottom right now. You're feeling hopeless. You've been feeling heavy, like you can't breathe sometimes. Your chest, I'm being told for you to take deep breaths in and out. Like you're forgetting to breathe. You're forgetting to be in the moment. You're isolating. And see there's a little lantern. There's a little lantern. The lantern is your future self. It's spirit, it's God. It's your spirit team, it's your spirit animal. Letting you know that you are divinely protected. There is a little light. There's a little light. Like a little minuscule light, like in the darkness. Focus on that little minuscule light. All you need is the faith of a mustard seed. Like the littlest, sliverest, minuscule of faith is a seed that when you when you water it and you nurture it, it grows and it grows and it grows. So hold tight to that little voice inside your heart, to that little light of faith, that little mustard seed of faith that you have. It's going to grow, honey. I promise it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Faith is what breeds success. Fear breeds more negativity. So you have two choices: to be in faith or to be in fear. Which one is going to serve you today to win, to follow your dreams, to step into your highest timeline? The grain of faith, that little seed of faith. Hold tight to it. Nurture it, water it. It says, must persevere, face life head on. What are you avoiding? Is there accountability that you need to take that you're not? Are you complacent where you're at, where you're settling? Because you don't want to face life head on. You don't want to face something. You don't want to move forward. You're just sitting in a space. You are in a situation that you need to master right now. Something is challenging you at this moment. What is challenging you? How can you master this situation? Who do you need to be? You need to be courageous. You need to have courage to push your boundaries. Or even push somebody else's boundaries. You need to start pushing. You need to go. This is exactly what this card's saying. Rock bottom. We haven't even got to the rest of the cards. That was deep already. Whoosh. Wow. Okay. Next card is called Failing Mission. Struggling to find purpose in life. Mission feels impossible to complete. Not living to your full potential. Okay, I can feel somebody's not breathing right now. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Repeat, I am safe. I am whole. I am complete. I am safe. You are safe. Calm, relaxed, peaceful. Failing mission, struggling to find purpose in life. Mission feels impossible to complete. Not living to your, okay, here we go. This is what we're talking about. Your rock bottom. There's something that you're not facing, something that's challenging you that you need to master, that you need to push. Because right now, you're not living to your full potential. You are not living to your full potential. You're struggling with your mission to, it seems impossible. Whatever you're going through right now seems impossible. This is where you're at. Next card, consciousness. Between the world and the spiritual realm. Did I not just say this? There's a thin veil right now between the spiritual realm and the 3D realm where we're at right now. Everything is synchronicity. So we're going right back to what I literally saw earlier. You're getting messages. You actually see what you're supposed to be doing. There's an eye peeking right here. That's your eyeball. That's you. You know what you're supposed to be doing. You know what your next step is. I'm getting your spirit team. A mother, a grandma. are being given visions. You are being given visions from someone that's on the other side. And it's a grandma or a mother. They see what you're not seeing. So they've been giving you signs. I want you to be aware from this moment forward that you are going to get a very clear sign. Maybe something's going to fall somewhere. You are going to get the answer to resolve a conflict that's going on. You're going to be given guidance. So continue to be open. Be open to coincidences, synchronicities, signs, numbers, songs, feelings. And I'm going to say visions, since there's like one eyeball here. You are literally transporting back and forth from the spirit realm to the 3D realm. You have the power to. You have the power to switch between the spiritual realm and the world we're in today. When you've mastered this conflict, your mission, you're not living to your full potential. When you get to your full potential, okay, it's coming in. When you step into your full potential, you will be an ascended master between the spirit world, the spiritual realm, and our world today. You will have mastered both realms. You will be a master of resolving conflicts, and you're going to be able to offer guidance to other people. Okay, it's coming through. It's coming through. Your rock bottom, if you're here now, it's going to be a testimony. This is what happened. Failing mission, not living to your potential. Mission feels impossible, being hopeless. And this is what happens. This is the testimony. So A, you're here right now. And this is where you're going to be. Or you already have a rock bottom story. Oh. And you were not living to your full potential. And now you are your own ascended master. And you're able to go from the spirit realm to the world. You've mastered both realms. And now you're going to offer this guidance to other people. So the ultimate outcome is your rock bottom, whether you're there now or you were there, you're going to be helping other people. Ta-da! Shoom. Okay, and you know what? And that's so interesting because that's what I do for a living. My rock bottom with drugs, alcohol, depression, heartbreak is why I'm here today, right now in this podcast, to tell my story. How I resolved conflict when I thought I couldn't. When I wanted to give up, when I didn't want to live another day. And there was this little voice deep in my heart and in my soul, like this little minuscule, like a grain of faith, of light that was just like, Deanne, don't give up. And I didn't. And here I am today to testify my story. So God can use my testimony that was imprisoning me to give me freedom. Ooh, see? throat chakra, right? That means somebody needs to speak up about something. What do you need to be speaking up about right now? What do you need to release? Hmm. Okay. Last week, right? Last podcast, we spoke about how to identify if you've been in an abusive relationship. It was originally going to be how to get through divorce, but I didn't want to go over an hour. And my story just went completely off from how to heal from a divorce, from a broken heart, to how to determine if you've been through a abusive relationship. If you haven't watched my last podcast, ladies, please go watch it. Every time I'm on here, I never burp other than when I come on here. So energy's always moving, energy's always processing. So the throat chakra. So everything's going to be moving through there. Ladies, go check out my last podcast. We discuss all of the. Did it turn off? Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, perfect. Oh, okay. That's good. You don't want to miss it. I discuss on how do you know if you are a victim of domestic violence. If you find that you are a victim of domestic violence, there are hotlines that you can seek. If not, you can always reach out to me. You can DM me. I am here 100% of the time to support you, to be by your side, and to listen. Okay, so we're going to turn this podcast into how what not to do after a divorce, what the mistakes I made, what not to do, if I could do things over, my biggest lesson. I don't know. I don't know what exactly we're going to title this, but as we go along, we're going to figure it out. So, what I do want to share with getting through a divorce, should I say the top three? Top three tips getting through a divorce. Yeah. Okay, we're going to do that. Let's make this simple. Okay. 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 It's okay. We could have changed that. Top three tips Deanne Munoz has for you getting through a divorce. Number one. Ooh, I'm ready. Forgive. Ah! Like making my skin crawl. Forgiveness. I'm going to say tip number one getting through a divorce. Forgiveness. Forgive yourself and forgive the other person. Not for them, but for yourself. The mental prison you will live in if you hold on to resentment is going to lead to your destruction after the divorce. There's nothing worse than being a bitter ex, a hating ex, an angry ex. My biggest regret after my divorce, I was so angry. Like my anger ruined me, like literally almost took my life. Like my needs for vengeance to get back. What is that saying they say? Anger, when you hurt somebody else, it actually comes back to you. Anger, you end up hurting yourself. Shoot. You being angry at somebody, it destroys you, not them. You self-destruct. Anger will make you self-destruct. My personal experience, I came out of character. So my number one tip is forgive. Forgive so that you can be true to who you really are. The number one tip, forgive. Don't lose yourself because one person did not honor you, did not value you, did not see you as the prize, as precious, as valuable. One person's trash is another person's treasure. It's that simple. You know what happens a lot? We choose partners who are not our people. And because this whole religion thing is out and people think, well, I said in front of God, God said it's a sin. But God didn't tell you to marry that person. God gave you 100 red flags to leave that relationship and you didn't. And now you're in it. God isn't there to restore or to make a relationship work that he did not ordain. Does that make any sense? God did not ordain that message. That God did not ordain that marriage. You forced it. You made it work. You were selfish. It was about you, 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 you. You were given 100 red flags and you said, no, 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 it's my way or the highway. And now you're in a toxic relationship with somebody. Now you're in a marriage to somebody that was not ordained by God, not ordained by spirit. And you're using God as a cop out. Well, I said in front of God, you're supposed to stay married. No. If you are in a toxic situation, if that is not your person, God is not going to let that work out. Spirit is not going to let that work out. Your divine union person is out there waiting for you and your toxic ass to get the hell out of wherever you're at and get into a divine union where you are going to be valued, loved, cherished, desired, wanted. But your ego and pride has to win. Your selfishness is going to force this person who isn't even your person. You're trying to force somebody to be somebody they're not. Of course, it's not going to work out. Forgive yourself for choosing the wrong person. Forgive yourself for staying way too long when Spirit gave you 100 red flags to leave and you stood. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for wasting years with somebody, begging them and wishing that they would change, settling in a half-ass relationship for dog scraps. Just sitting there, waiting for something to happen, some miracle. There we go. You need to be speaking up. You need to stand up for yourself. Your desires are meant to be met, to be heard, to be seen. So my number one rule, forgive yourself. Don't let your ego try to force a relationship to work because you don't want to look stupid to your friends or to your family. You're worried what everybody's going to think. Or maybe you had kids with this person and you're thinking, oh, well, I have to stay for my kids. You're teaching your kids to settle. Your children any day of the week will say, I want to see my mom and dad happy. And if that's not together, trust me, when they get older, they're going to be grateful that you did not settle. Number one, forgiveness. Forgive the other person if he cheated, if she cheated. Forgive them. They weren't your person. Take accountability. You are forcing something that was not meant to be. Forgive yourself. Forgive them. If you stood in a relationship with somebody who kept cheating and cheating, was inappropriate and inappropriate, let it go. You know why? Those were God giving you red flags. And you were like, duh, I'm going to forgive and work this out. I'm going to make this work out. Oh, I'm going to forgive. Oh, we're supposed to work things out. Settling for a half-ass relationship, settling for a cheater, settling for an abuser, settling for a narcissist is not God's plan for you. Get that shit out of your head. A relationship is not supposed to be destructive. It's not supposed to be toxic. It's not supposed to break your heart and make you cry. It's not supposed to abandon you. It's not supposed to make you feel less than. That is not ordained by God. A relationship ordained by Spirit, God, the divine, is going to flow effortlessly. It's going to be loving and passionate. It's going to work. And there's going to be arguments. Of course, there's going to be disagreements. But they aren't going to be heartbreaking. They aren't going to make you miserable. They aren't going to make you be begging. A relationship ordained by God is going to be a blessing. It's going to make you believe in love. It's going to make you believe in God. It's going to make you believe in destiny and faith and magic. But too often you sit in these relationships settling for dog scraps. It blows my mind how many people are simply merely existing in relationships. There's zero love. There's zero God. Where is God in this equation? If God's not in the equation, it's not ordained by God. You will believe in God when you meet the one. This person is going to awaken you. It is going to be a spiritual experience. It's going to be love and light and playfulness and amazing, passionate, tantric, deep spiritual lovemaking. Stop settling. Forgive yourself for accepting the bare minimum. Forgive yourself for merely existing in a relationship. Forgive yourself for choosing the wrong person. Forgive yourself for not choosing your happiness, not choosing you. Forgive yourself. Forgive them and understand. We meet people. Sometimes we choose partners when we are at a low frequency. And that partner isn't the same partner who you would pick 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. It's okay. Everybody's growing. Forgive them. They know no better. That's where they're at. That's what they're going to be. When you let go and you elevate, you're going to look back and say, wow, that person never changed. How did I even accept? Look at your past right now. Look at all your exes. Would you ever get back with them? No. You were with them when you were at a lower frequency. And every relationship after that, hopefully, is a better relationship. Because you've learned lessons. And a lot of times people attract people when they're toxic. If you're going through some kind of trauma in your life and you are just at your lowest low, when you are at rock bottom, you're most likely going to you are most likely going to attract another person who is really low vibrational, toxic, and is going to be bad for you. When you are succeeding, when you are winning, when you're rich, when you are going to the gym and you're your buffest and skinniest, you're going to attract a whole different type of person. You're going to attract somebody else who's living a cleaner, healthier lifestyle, mind, body, and soul. So forgive the other person. You chose somebody who was at a low frequency because at that point in your life, you chose somebody when you were at a low frequency. So number one, forgive. Forgive so that you can continue to be kind and loving and vulnerable, wearing your heart on your sleeve. That's my biggest thing right now for me, wearing my heart on my sleeve. Because after my marriage, I went into full demon mode. And I can't afford to go into demon mode because I'm a crazy addict. Like, I want to go shoot up some heroin and just veg the fuck out and not feel anything ever again. And if that happens, what happens? I might never wake up again. Forgiveness and staying true to your heart. Staying true to your heart. Oh, I love that one. Before my marriage, I was this super loving and kind and playful and vulnerable woman of faith. And I went through a really bad toxic relationship. And over years and years of abuse, it became really dark, a very dark relationship. It became very evil. It became very vengeful. There was so much anger. I don't think I've ever felt, to this day, I've never had any man take me out of character like my ex-husband did. I've never not one man in my life who I've ever been with, not one ex of mine can ever say they've seen me in a rage. First of all, I would never choose a man that would ever get me to that level. Second, I don't even know how to handle myself in a rage. That's why I'm always so calm and nice because I don't know how to be angry. Normal people are angry and they're like, oh, I'm going to call you a bad name. I'm not. I'm going to want to stab you over and over again until there's blood all over my face dripping and I'm licking it up and kissing you with it. I go to really sick, dark places. So I know personally, I can't get to rage. One of us is going home in a body bag or in handcuffs because I'm not going to stop when I'm in a rage. So forgiveness is really important for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's number one. That was 48
Tip
minutes.
number 2, getting through a divorce.
Tip number 2, folks. Stay tuned.
Tip number 2. Tip number 2 is join my Manifest Your Soulmate. Manifest your. So can you tell them to be quiet, mijo? Can you tell them to be quiet? Join my Manifest Your Soulmate workshop. Tip number 2. You need to focus on something, right? You need to reprogram and reshift your mindset. So we are going to focus on what we do want. So now that we've forgiven, so step 1, we're going to forgive. Step 2, now we're going to focus on becoming this higher elevation person, this woman of value, this man of value, so that we can now attract a man of value, attract a woman of value. You cannot attract what you are not. If you are not a high value woman, you're toxic, you're going to attract a toxic man. And then you're going to be wondering, why do I keep attracting to these toxic motherfuckers? Because you're toxic, honey. Stop that. It's not cute. You need to become that which you are seeking. There's a vibrational frequency, a magnetic attraction between different levels of people. Low value, low lives, high value, top elite motherfuckers. Everyone has a vibrational frequency. You need to become. So, number 2, I have this manifest your soulmate workshop. I did this on 4th of July, on Valentine's this year because I was single. Well, I am single. And on Valentine's Day, I didn't want to do a singles dinner with my girlfriends. I didn't want to, yeah, I didn't want to be alone. But what I did wanted to do is I wanted to shift my mindset from being single and lonely to being single with a purpose, single and high value. So what we did was we created the characteristics. We wrote out all the characteristics of what we were seeking in a mate. We raised the bar, right? We went back to the past and we did cord cutting from all of our exes. So, there we go. Look at, I didn't even think about it. Step number 1, forgiveness. In my manifest your soulmate, what we do, the first thing we do is we cut cords. We cut cords with all of our exes, all of our past lovers. What do we not want to repeat? So we cut cords with that. And then we get crystal clear on what do we want? How do we become this? So now we want somebody loving and romantic and sexual and smart and emotionally intelligent. We have to become that. You're always going to attract who you are. So number 2, get clear, manifesting your soulmate. What do they look like? Where do they hang out at? What do they like to talk about? Like there's so much that you got to get very clear on. So now you have a bar. You actually have standards now. So when you're searching around, I want somebody single. 2, I want somebody that has a job. 3, I want somebody that has a car. 4, I want someone who's loving and nurturing. So guess what? You're not going to keep dating that person who is cold and blows you off. They're not part of your blueprint. You have a blueprint right here of what you wrote. Loving, kind, and nurturing. Oh, this person is cold, they're mean, and they're a cunt or an asshole. So is it matching your blueprint? No. So cutting that person off. Now you're going to start seeing the red flags really clearly. You're going to write out your blueprint. And what I did was I had everyone write some really, really big attributes that they wanted. Because everybody kind of settled to like, well, I just want somebody nice. That's boring. That's fucking boring. I don't want nobody nice. I want somebody big and loud and vivacious and loving and like romantic and powerful. Like you deserve it all. But unfortunately, most people don't even get that. Don't even get that far on their list. It's really sad. So manifest your soulmate. We did a little vision board, vacations we wanted to go with them, dinners, romantic ideas that we do with them, even like marriage, what the wedding's going to look like and the wedding cake and our outfits. Like it became a wonderful evening of setting a high bar and a standard. And then we put our little blueprint and we did a prayer, a manifestation out into the universe to wherever he is. And what I do all the time is I write him poems. I have not wrote a love poem since my ex-husband. I used to write my ex-husband, him and I used to write poems all the time back and forth to each other, all the time. Like that's how romantic I am. I'm like literally this like spiritual goddess of love. Like I want to write love letters and I've never wrote one again because I promised myself, fuck him, fuck men, fuck the world, and I closed myself off. So step 1, forgiveness so that I can drop back into who I am and forgive myself for not knowing better, right? So manifesting your soulmate, I write love poems now. So wherever he's at, he's going to get a bunch of love poems. So every time I feel lonely, I write it and then I close my eyes afterwards and I'm literally like sending it through like the cosmic threads of the world, of the cosmos into his heart, into his soul, into his heartstrings, like wherever he's at right now, like that he could like quantum leap to me. So that's number 2, manifesting your soulmate. Because if you're not focusing on what you lost, you're now focusing on what you're attracting. And now who do you need to become? So I have a manifesting your soulmate workshop. You're going to love it. The blueprint works. And let's see, tip number 3. Tip number 3 for how to get through a divorce. Tip number 3. So 1 was forgive your exes, cut cords with them. 2, manifest your soulmate. 3, live out your life's calling. When you're busy in your north node is on the astrology chart, it's your calling that you came into this earth to do. When you're so busy living life, serving other people, you're not focused on what you don't have. You are now in a vibrational frequency of attraction and magnetism that is like quantum leaping the person to you. So if you want your person faster, step into your life calling. When you're serving other people, you are so elevated. You're such a high value man or woman. You are quantum leaping them to you because now you are both on a whole different level that now your soul can feel each other. Your souls can feel each other. So 3, serve. Live your life out. And I promise you, they're going to come quantum leaping to you. Boom. 3 steps to getting through a divorce. That's it. Love you guys. Oh, DM me. I'm ready. I'm available for coaching if you want to join Manifest Your Soulmate. So yeah, so you just DM me. DM me. I'm ready. And I'm going, no, I don't have any of that right now. No, everything's changed up right now. I know you don't know yet. Yeah. Okay. So just go into my Instagram at Unleash Your Sexy. Go to my DMs and say, I'm ready. I'm going to send you over. I'm available for one-on-one coaching. And I'm also available for my group mastermind. The group mastermind is only $299 a month. And one-on-one is only $2,400 a month right now, you guys. It was $4,400 a month. I'm down to $2,400. I want to serve more people. DM me. I got you. Let's do this together. Divorce is actually a blessing. You should be having a divorce party. Okay. I love you guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you thought that anything I said should be heard by anybody else. Feel free to share it. Go in the comments and share your comments. Love you guys.